Alright guys, I'm here on tour in Cavan. I'm in the Hotel Kilmore and they very kindly lent us this room here so I could give you a little bit of a review of my forthcoming album, One Good Night. One good night, one good night. Alright, track one is the title track, One Good Night, and I always wanted to write a song, you know, that would be a good opener for a gig or for an album, and with plenty of big guitars and jamming and getting the whole band going. So hopefully this track is what it's all about. And One Good Night, you know, it's our job to entertain people who've been working hard all week and want to just go mad for maybe one night of the weekend, and so they come to us to dance the night away and dance their blues away. So as I say, it's the signature track of the album, really, One Good Night.
One good night, one good night. Yeah, I trade 5 working days for one good night.
Alright, track two is Bendy Go, and actually, funny enough, it was written by on the same day as One Good Night, and I co-wrote it with a very good friend of mine, Owen Glacken. And generally what happens when Owen comes to my house to write is the first day we write for about maybe a half an hour if we're lucky, and then we say we'll head to the pub. So we go to the pub for a few drinks, and then Tuesday or the next day or whatever we write loads of songs, and that's been happening for a good few years now, and it's always great crack writing. And as I say, we came up with the first song as well, One Good Night. And Bendy Go, I had the chorus written and the hook line written since my tour of Australia, and it's a town in Australia, a gold rush town, and that's where I got the inspiration for it from. So check it out, Bendy Go.
Oh, Bendy Go, digging high, digging low. There's cold there on the streets, you know. If you go, the Bendy Go.
Track three is Cecilia, a song which I'm sure you all know, and on every album I like to have one song, I suppose, it's just sing along, a bit of crack, a bit of fun, and we released it just before the summer as well, so it was great for all the summer festivals and got everybody in the mood. Not too many Cecilias at our gigs now, but yeah, Cecilia, so I hope you enjoy this.
Oh Cecilia, you're breaking my heart, you're shaking my confidence daily. Oh Cecilia, I'm down on my knees, I'm begging you please to come home.
Track four, what is track four? Track four is First Cut is the Deepest. I first heard, the first version of this song I heard was actually Rod Stewart's, and then I went on to hear the original, and also Sheryl Crow's version as well. And so I did my own kind of country spin on it. It's a song I've always loved, and when I was doing the one-man gigs, it was a favourite in the pubs, and it's just one I like singing, so I hope you like it. It's First Cut is the Deepest.
The first cut is the deepest, baby, I know. The first cut is the deepest. When it comes to being lucky, she's cursed. When it comes to loving me, she's worse.
Alright, the next song is Firefly, and I first heard this song. It's by a band in Dublin called Two Pillow, and James Kramer, the guy who wrote it, with his bandmates, I think. We've since done a lot of writing together on a different project, but he's a fantastic talent, and when I heard this song I just thought it could be interpreted in a way, you know, to suit the Irish country music scene, and I think it's pretty catchy, so check it out, it's Firefly.
Firefly, yeah, now the Firefly, she took me to the waterside. If you're lucky just once in a while, you might see the Firefly.
Alright folks, the next song is Wrong Side of Sober, featuring Rolly Daniels, the legend that is Rolly Daniels. And I wrote this song myself, and yeah, it's just generally two guys catching up. One guy, I suppose, slightly older than the other, and telling him all about his life, and two friends, you know, that have been friends for a long time. sitting at a bar and having a chat. And Rolly very kindly agreed to lend his fantastic voice to this song, and I think he really, really adds to it. Absolute legend and great crack as well, working in the studio with him. So this one is The Wrong Side of Sober.
Let's get on the wrong side of sober. Get the bottle from the back, it's a little bit colder. We're another year on, we're another year older. Oh my friend, here we are again on the wrong side of sober.
Okay guys, this next song is one that I wrote myself, and it's called Waltz with a Hero, and it's inspired by life around me. You know, there's no family. There's not a family I know that hasn't been touched by cancer at some stage, and you know, it's a song, I suppose, in a way it's what I love about country music. It tugs at the heartstrings, and hopefully this can make some kind of connection with people out there. It's called Waltz with a Hero.
He walks with a hero, walks with a hero, through better words and sickness and health, with a love for her only he knows. Walks with a hero, walks with a hero. He'll hold her tight, glowing with pride, and he walks with his hero.
Alright, next up is another song that I wrote myself, one called Fine Line. And funny enough, I've had this song for quite a while now, since I lived in London 6-7 years ago. But I suppose it was a different style in a way, and I reinvented it and added some big guitars and fiddle, and it's one of my favorites actually. So hope you enjoy this one called Fine Line.
Oh, baby, it's a fine line, right between day and night. It's a case of being free or doing time. Baby, it's a fine line.
Okay, next up is a song which I'm sure a lot of you know, one called Patsy Fagan, a great Irish traditional song, and it just takes me back to when I used to go to gigs when I was younger with my dad's gigs with Kupla, his social dance band, and it's just I suppose a song that gets the foot tapping. Everybody sings along with it, and looking forward to performing it at concerts and dances all over the place. So as I say, it's a great lively tune, one called Patsy Fagan.
Hello, Patsy Fagan, you'll hear the girls all cry. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of my eye. You're a decent boy from Ireland, and no one can deny. You're bare and scared and devil may care and decent Irish boy.
Alright, I first heard this next song, I was on holidays in Cincinnati, and I took a drive down to Nashville and pulled in for some gas or whatever you want to call it, and this next song was playing on the forecourt speakers and at the gas station, and I went and googled it and found out it was Keith Urban, and just in my eyes the best country singer of the modern era anyway, and brilliant performer as well, and brilliant writer. But this next song is one of his, and I hope you like my version. It's called Making Memories of Us.
'Cause I'm gonna love you like nobody loves you, and I learn you just making memories of us.
Alright folks, this next song is definitely one for the jivers, and a great guitar riff as well, and just a great song. It's one called Someday You'll Love Me, and you might have heard it before, but again, I hope you like my version.
Someday you'll love me, it's written in the stars. Someday you'll need me to hold you in my arms. Someday you'll want me just as much as I love you, just as much as I love you.
Okay, I wanted one song on the album that you know, lent itself to brass. You know, we've a great saxophone player in our band, John Byrne, and so I got him to arrange all the brass and everything, and it sounds fantastic. fantastic, and it's a Paul Brady song actually. I first heard the song on Paul Brady's album of the same title, Oh What a World, and it was I bought the album back when I was about 14, and one of my favourite albums, fantastic album. So this song is again my version, one called Oh What a World. Enjoy.
Oh, what a world we live in. That is the one we're given. Stand up and face the trouble. Baby, I'm gonna love you. You can try to love me too. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, what a world.
Alright folks, next up is a song by Tim McGraw called Diamond Rings and Old Bar Stools. I heard this song on the airplane, I think it was, going to Dubai on holidays, and it went through all the albums, and this song stood out for some reason. The title as well, you know, it's typical, it's a real hard country song, and I absolutely love it. And we got the very talented Donna Tagger, beautiful voice, beautiful tone, to join me on it. So yeah, we hope you like it. Diamond Rings and Old Bar Stools.
It ain't like midnight and cigarette smoke. It's nothing like a watered down whiskey and coke. I guess some things just don't make sense. You hope, like me and you. Diamond rings and old bar stools.
Okay, this is one of my own as well. I co-wrote it with Owen Glacken and Emma Hetherington, and it's funny, it was kind of a last minute type song for the album, and I had the verses written, and we had a melody, or the chorus is written, and melodies and all the rest, but I hadn't got a melody for the verse, and every time I sang a melody, it just seemed to come out like some other song, or some other song came into my head. So I don't think my producer was too happy, because I actually wrote the melody of the verse in the studio and kept adding in the booth itself until I got it right. But it was worth it in the end. I think actually it's definitely one of my favorites. It's called Break Your Heart.
No, I'm never gonna break your heart, break your heart, break your heart. No, I'm never gonna break your heart, gonna break your heart in two. 'Cause I wouldn't know where to start, nowhere to start. No, I'm never gonna break your heart, gonna break your heart in two.
Okay, this next song and the final song of the album is the bonus track, and again, just for fun, the album is called One Good Night, and this next song will definitely be great at the gigs. It's a great vibe, great excitement to it, yeah, I heard it was one of my favorite songs of the summer, so I decided to have a bit of crack and work on it. It's called Shut Up and Dance, and I'm sure it's said quite a lot at our shows, so Shut Up and Dance. The album is called One Good Night, out September the 4th. Check it out, we hope you like it.
Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're